You must remember this. There is you and there's the business. Hello? There is you and what? Business. For you to respond in resilience of the business, you need to have prepared yourself to be resilient in the first place. Are you resilient in the first place as a person? What are the things you need to do to be resilient as a person? We need to have personal resilience and also have what? Business resilience. So I want us to start, because we know this part a lot, our own resilience. How prepared are we as a person in dealing with crisis, in dealing with those disruptions? There are a number of things I'm going to go through. This picture captures those elements, and I'm going to go through each one of them. You may not be able to read from where you are, each one of them. Allow me to go the details of each. One of them is to enhance our stress management. Most of the time, crisis comes to add stress to already existing stress. And we need to have developed buffers of how to deal with stress. So, develop ability to maintain calm, be focused and productive when facing pressure, uncertainty, or any crisis. Staying calm. Being calm is a wonderful thing. And we need exercises, we need ways to prepare ourselves to get calm, okay? Because that helps us in many ways build emotional regulation, okay? How do we respond emotionally to the issue at hand? Emotional regulation and self-awareness. Who am I? What are my breaking points? My strengths and my weakness as a person, okay? So reduce anxiety and emotional exhaustion. Crisis would exhaust you emotionally. And sometimes it's not the business that failed, it is me, the owner, who failed because of my exhaustion, okay? Improves focus, right, during pressure, high pressure. So there can be many ways of doing this, and feel free even to talk to an expert in this kind of areas to come up with your own personal plan, how you deal with that, okay? Very good. And there is no one rule that fits for everyone. Each one of us have got different ways, okay? You know, I listened recently to a gentleman. I think he's a senior politician and a businessman as well, okay? He was being featured and he was threading a little. And one of the things was about how he has run his business. And one question is, how many times have you failed? And he said, oh my goodness, I can't even remember how many times I've failed. More than 53 times. Good. And he said, at one time I lost 800 million, my good, 800 million shillings in a project. And then the question is, what do you do about this? And I found it a little funny, but it's interesting. Because he said, you know, when I have a crisis like this, you know what I do? I look for a quiet place, away from everybody. I go and cry. Just cry. Cry for like 3 days. Cry. Cry it out. Then when I am done for the 3 days, I ask myself, now that I have cried, then what? Because can you keep crying? No. Is crying solving the problem? No. But it's helping something, because it is helping emotional response, including reaching that point of saying, it is no longer useful to cry anymore. Let us now do something else, like thinking out the solution. Hello? What would be my way? You can pick many things of relaxation, okay? When I remember many times in, especially in the field of education, we were faced by pressure, examination, sometimes has to be a presentation. Small exercises like breathe in and breathe out, okay? Breathe in, inhale, inhale completely. There is no competition in oxygen. God made it plenty. Chukua yako yote. Put it in the lungs until the muscles of the lungs feel like they're aching because of the oxygen you have taken. Then exhale. All right? Imagine, as you're doing it, you're relaxing very many things, including the brain. And you're also giving brain the fuel. It needs oxygen. Sometimes the reason we get too irritated, we didn't give the brain sufficient oxygen to respond to the problem. Give it time, okay? So, well, I'm not really an expert in this field, all right? You can look for experts in the field, just come up with a solution for your own, but whatever you do, make sure you have something. okay? Techniques for helping you in managing crisis. Prioritization, okay? Even after doing this, remember what you said, after crying, then what? Prioritization. At any one given point, there'll be at least more than one problem to deal with. That crisis is one problem, there are many others. Now, which one comes first? Even that crisis can be broken into small elements, as we'll be seeing, okay? So, it helps you to lower burnout and improve performance under pressure.